Today on Conversational Liner Notes, John Roy and Nate Bridges of SKA Records welcome Jeremy Peña, bandleader of Texas-based ska and rocksteady group the Bandulus. We speak in depth with Jeremy about the history of the group, their 2010 album Ska, Reggae, and Soul, and its brand new album art accompanying the SKA Records Orange Splatter vinyl release. The record is available now at SKA Records while supplies last. And now, our conversation with Jeremy. So, welcome to the show. This is Conversational Liner Notes with your always host, John Roy. I'm Nate Bridges, and today we have Jeremy Peña with us from the Bandulus. Although we should hold up the new jacket, John, if you've got that. Yeah.
Well, the Chiron there.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So I've only got the old one, but John's got the new jackets, which look fantastic. Designed by Mike Bookmiller of Hand Carved Graphics, as always, our SKA Records inside graphic artist. But the vinyl is the same, correct, John?
Yeah, and the vinyl color scheme matches to a freaking T.
Yeah, which honestly, I'm glad, because the vinyl is so beautiful. I'm not even joking when I say this. This is probably my favorite looking record I own. I absolutely love this. Orange splatter is like so seriously so gorgeous, and I have a record player that has like a pop of orange in it, so whenever I put this record on, it like matches perfect. And sacrilegious to say, I live in LA, but I'm a huge San Francisco Giants fan, so anything orange is my favorite thing ever. But anyway, so we have Jeremy Peña here with us, who is kind of the main man behind Bandulus, songwriter, guitarist, performer. Jeremy, tell us how did this album, Ska, Reggae, and Soul, come together originally?
Well, I was in a band called Los Carnales for not for very long, but then when we broke up, we had a band called Ryan Scroggins in the Trenchtown, Texas, and that was kind of my main band for a while, and I was writing songs here and there for them, and Scroggins ended up getting a job at the Houston Zoo as a herpetologist, taking care of all the frogs and alligators and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I was tired of sitting idle because he was so busy at the zoo that I finally was like talking to the bass player and the drummer from the Stingers. So Patrick Kelly and Willy Camero from the Stingers, and we were all just kind of shooting demos around, whatever. And they decided, they were like, "Yo, we should actually record some of your songs. Let's do some of your tunes." And so we ended up doing, was there like 12 on there?
11. On my jacket, it's 11. Maybe the new one is.
Okay.
Is there an 11. Extra one on the new one? I don't think so.
11, probably.
Yeah. I think we recorded 14, and so 11 made it.
Nice.
But yeah, I really thought the Bandulus was just going to be this one album. I didn't know that I was going to keep going on and doing my own thing for now 18 years.
Wow.
This year. Yeah, and so like I needed a keyboard player, so luckily Vic Ruggiero hit me up and was like, "Hey, can you put me some shows when I'm coming to town in like whatever month it was?" I was like, "Cool, yeah. Do you mind recording some keys while you're here?" So he's on half of it, and then I finally got a keyboard player from Austin, Matt Jacobs. He helped me do all the other keyboard parts, and Patrick Kelly also plays piano on a lot of it.
Did you know Vic from before? Had you kind of run into him through other shows or something? Because I love the Slackers. They've always been one of my favorites. They're so good.
Yeah, they're one of my favorites as well. Like being in Los Carnales and the Trenchtown Texans, we had opened up for them. I also worked at the club in Austin, bartending, Flamingo Cantina.
Oh, nice.
There's a live at Flamingo Cantina DVD that they put out years ago.
That's such a cool, like, that is like one of the best, like, Austin reggae spots. Like, I've only been to Austin once, and even I know that. Like, I never got to go to Flamingo Cantina, but they do all kinds of cool, like, dub sets and DJs and, like, reggae bands and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, Angela's been keeping it going for, like, 34 years this year, I think.
Wow.
Is, one of my favorite places. I mean, I basically grew up there from 15 through 32. I was there like very often before when I moved to Portland, and obviously I wasn't there as often. But
yeah. How is the reggae, ska, rocksteady scene in Austin, Texas? What is that like there, or in Texas maybe more broadly?
I mean, in Austin, it's very roots reggae eccentric. There's a band called the Mau Mau Chaplains that's been playing every Wednesday at Flamingo Cantina for probably at this point about 18 years, as long as the Bandulus have been going. Not so much ska there, although now there's, like, since I left, there's newer bands like Hans Gruber's around, Los Curados is around.
That's cool.
They're like more ska punk. And in Houston, we got Los Carnales. There's a few other ska bands around. You know, there was a big ska punk scene in the early 2000s in San Antonio, and then kind of the same in Dallas.
Yeah,
there's a few bands up there. That's
good to hear. I lived in Nashville for a while, and I was like, I swear, I think I was the only person who knew what reggae was in in Nashville.
You go see the Soul Radix?
I didn't. I was so, like, I was in my own. I was living there during COVID. I was just, like, in my own bubble. I was in my own bubble. I did not get out to a lot of reggae stuff in Nashville.
They had already broken up by then.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, anyway, this record is super rad. I've listened to the whole thing several times since I've kind of started doing work with SKA Patch. So it was all recorded in Texas at Tweak Freak Studios. So how did you actually put this together? Did you go? You guys went into the studio and it was like a full band thing for the most part, or did you do it in, like, pieces and, like, stops and starts, or, like, how what was the recording process like?
Well, we recorded the entire thing twice.
Oh wow! So we could have we could have just two versions. Let's just get the other. Yeah. Let's get the alternate mixes with the new jacket.
I ended up getting in a little bit of a tiff with the other engineer, so he wanted a little bit. He didn't really tell me how much he wanted money wise, and then all these points wise on the back end, like perpetuity and blah blah blah. Yeah, and so it's just like, well, this is just going to be a little ska record, man. We're not going to make this isn't changing the world. We're not going to make a bunch of money here. Like,
that happens. It's really frustrating.
It does. And unfortunately, he was the bass player for the Trenchtown Texans and Los Carnales. So it was weird. Like, we were like butting heads business wise, but then we just had to wear a different hat. You had the homie hat, you had the business hat.
It's true.
So
it's true.
So
you recorded it a second time so that you had full control over the new versions kind of thing?
Well, yeah, just so because he wanted control over the mixing and blah 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 versus me just be like, yo, this is my baby.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So
that happens so much nowadays. It's crazy. I have friends that are lifelong friends who decided to make a record together, and I'm like, they went into like a huge studio and like did all this stuff and like, spent all this money and all this stuff, and they've been friends forever, and they're literally now suing each other
Oh wow.
And like it's it's over. Like they're not friends anymore. Like because
Worst Happy Days episode ever.
seriously, yeah. But it's just crazy because yeah, as soon as you try to kind of eke out some of the royalty stuff from like the main songwriter, it just gets really, really dirty really fast. I feel like it's easy way to cause conflict, unfortunately.
And it's funny because like they're probably spending more money in the lawsuit than they're actually going to make.
Oh yeah, and like it's like I love these guys, but like it's a record that like 10 people are going to hear ultimately, no matter what. So like it's just totally not worth the headache of like points and all that crap. It's like no, dude, just make a record. Like So that's too bad, but I'm not surprised.
How do you make $1 million in the record industry?
Yeah.
Right. How?
You spend $1,000,001.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly. So you made it once, and then
in Houston,
and then what? You went back to same studio, different studio?
Different studio. That one was the first one was recorded on old DAT tape.
Oh wow!
If you remember that?
Yep.
In a pretty DIY environment. At the same time, the Stinger, the band The Stingers, they were recording their final album, I believe. This time around at Tweak Freak in Austin.
Okay.
And so I was kind of put on the same label as them, Mossberg Music, if you know Mossberg. It's the keyboard player from the Stingers, and he had a band called 5 Ton Chicken. Later on, it was Contra Coup. And I was kind of like going to be on that label, and I joined the Stingers, and we were going to be this touring package over in Europe, and this record was going to come out on that. And again, like I didn't agree with some of the contracts that he wanted, and I wanted to negotiate, but there was no negotiating. So he was like, no, we're not gonna do this. And then not only that, I ultimately got kicked out of the Stingers because I didn't agree, because he was also in that band. So we didn't talk for a number of years. Now we're great friends because I'm back in the Stingers now.
That's good. That's good.
But so yeah, because I just wanted to do it all on my own. But in the meantime, he did hook me up with the studio, and it was just like $100 a day type of thing. So it was super cool. And then I also did like some sweeping and some maintaining of the studio. So I was able to like earn some keep that way.
That's old school way to make a record right there.
Yeah, man.
Sweep up around the studio for studio time. That's awesome.
Almost like an apprenticeship.
Yeah, that's I love that. That's awesome.
So
positive of re-recording it is it sounds like you didn't have Vic before. So
right.
Wow.
Good point.
Yeah.
I had Scroggins.
Yeah.
I had Scroggins.
That was the dress rehearsal.
Mm-hmm.
That was just the dress rehearsal. So
yeah.
And we learned the songs better.
Yeah.
Because at that point we didn't really, we weren't a live band.
Yeah. What are some of the biggest differences of the two versions, or like did you like approach it differently when you had the opportunity to do it again?
Not necessarily. Maybe there was more overdubs the second time around.
Could flesh it out a little bit more. Yeah,
because we really only had one 12-hour day in the studio the first time, but we knocked out all the rhythms, and we didn't even get to any overdubs.
Oh wow!
But it's funny because also around that same time, we did do a couple live shows. And do you know the band Krungben?
Yeah, actually, I love that band.
So Mark,
they're like Austin as well, right? Aren't they Texas?
Houston. They're from Houston.
Okay.
So I replaced Mark, the guitar player from Krungben, in Los Carnales. He was in Los Carnales, and then he played a couple shows with us when we did some live stuff. So that was all around the same time.
Wow.
But it would have been really nice had it worked out maybe the first time, because then I would have had him on the record.
Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy.
But at the same time, now I got Vic, so
Yeah, it's catch 22.
Apples and yeah, exactly. What are you gonna do?
Wow,
But,
that's cool. I had no idea the Khruangbin connection. They're like so great. I love that band.
Yeah,
they're really
they're
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, and then
you should check out Sound Patrol. You're probably not gonna find it, but when Mark was in high school, that's kind of what I based my band on. Sound Patrol did ska, reggae, soul, and dub, really heavy dub.
Cool.
And I really loved them live. I used to go see them live all the time when I was in high school and right outside of high school. Their record is called Slow Motion. I put one song on YouTube several years ago, but I have it on the Google Drive, so maybe I'll just text that to you.
There you go.
You can check it out.
Nice. So I'm always interested in this because I feel like John knows everybody. John has so many connections. It blows my mind sometimes.
Yeah.
How did you guys hook up?
Oh, this is funny. Speaking of the Trenchtown Texans, we were in San Marcos at the Jumping Turtle. And I think the opening band just bailed.
Yep.
And I don't remember who called you, John, but yeah, John's band was...
Chris Wise called me.
Chris Wise, of course.
Yeah.
That makes it, yeah.
And
they were like, "Oh, we need an opening band for this show," and these guys were already at rehearsal, and then they came and opened up the show for us.
And
literally, we're at rehearsal. It's 7:00, and then I think we were ending at 9:30 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chris was like, "Hey, you guys want to do a gig at the Jumping Turtle? It's 10 miles away, and if you go right now, you can make it there to start the show." I'm like, "Sure, man."
That's awesome.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's awesome. So that was what? Smoke and Mirrors or Unsteady or what?
That
Unsteady.
Was, I think this,
right?
Was it Unsteady or Self-Made Men?
Self-Made Men. You're right. I think it is. Yes.
Nice.
Because we shared a rehearsal space, I think, with Amalgamated, or we were next door to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like your neighbor saying, "Hey, man, go help a buddy." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, we'll show up, man." Cool.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So when about was that? When did you guys first meet?
2007, I think.
That sounds pretty close. See, I have to judge things about okay, when did I marry my wife?
Yeah.
Because Self-Made Men, we played at my wedding.
So
okay, it was that. So yeah, probably 2007. Yeah.
So then, John, were you aware of this record while it was in production? Because this is 2010, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, it came out in 2010.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of it until it came out, but yeah, then I was after that because I've been looking at whatever Jeremy's been doing, especially since seeing Trenchtown Texans, and then going, okay, what's this next thing? I also knew about Scarnalis and every single name you mentioned. I was like, okay. I mean, it's strange that I'm a certain age, so I predate some of the things going on. I played in Austin when Jim Bradford had Heart and Soul Sound.
Heart and Soul. Yeah.
So I think we played Flamingo in 97 or 98.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he had a radio show, so we showed up in Austin and had some barbecue and talked a bunch of crap on the radio show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jamaican Gold on Sundays, 12 to 2.
That's right. That's right.
So basically, I mean, especially if you're out there on the road for a few years at a time, I also kept catching your name anytime that I was playing with English Beat. So anytime the English Beat would come through Texas, I'm like, "What's this? What's this show? We're missing this? Fuck! Oh, okay, missed it by that much."
Yeah.
Nice. So what was the process for this thing existing in my hand right here? How did we get to it getting pressed and getting out on Escape Patch and all that?
I kind of just had a shot in the dark. I was like, man, I really want this on vinyl, but I don't have capital. I was like, maybe John will put it out.
I think I'd already had you do like Vida Sin tu Amor with me.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And did we do another one together before?
Yeah, we did. There's another song in Spanish. I was doing the harmony on it.
Oh.
Or is that the Laura Lakin? That is the Laura Lakin.
That is the Laura Lakin. Vida Sin tu Amor.
And then there was another one that I did harmony on in Spanish, I believe. And then
I know I'm brain farting. That's terrible. I've done yeah.
And then I even played guitar on Victory Garden, I want to say, but I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
That was a long time. That was COVID lockdown. It's not even that long ago, but
it feels like a million years ago now.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. So you just kind of had this record, and what? You just hit up John and were like, "Hey, man, like, how do we get this thing out?" Kind of thing.
Yeah, because it only had come out on CD at that point.
Yeah.
And we only pressed 500 of them or something like that. Yeah, we didn't press a whole bunch, so not a lot of people got it.
Yeah.
And
of course, I handed the CD to Mike Buckmiller and said, "What can you do, like, to translate from this CD?" It was pretty wild. It's kind of like backwards engineering.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, what can we do to make this artwork work onto a sleeve? So we took the artwork from 16 years ago from Chris Wise, and then Mike, like, messed with it and translated it to this cover, but then we just changed labels, and I think we threw down extra liner note stuff that wasn't there previously.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because I like to, for Escape Hatch, I kind of want the back to always look like it was from, like, either the late 50s or early 60s.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's a good instinct.
When I bought records at the thrift stores, at Purple Heart Thrift Store or Salvation Army or Goodwill, I'd buy records for like 99 cents that I hadn't heard, didn't know if they worked. But if I'm intrigued by the artwork and I read the liner notes and there's something interesting on it, you know, that's worth 99 cents to just read through that. So I want something that's the multimedia experience.
I love that. You know, it's crazy that you even say that, because that was my, like, when I made a Christmas album that that John's all over, that we put out through Escape Hatch a couple years ago, and that was my exact instinct, was like the back cover, it has to look like an old 60s kind of vibe. Like, it has to be like, there basically has to be like a blurb where it's like trying to sell you on like buying it, like here's what you're gonna get, like, this is why this is good, like, over the top, like, blurb about how cool it is and how, you know, the experience and blah 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 blah. But I think that's a good instinct. Harken back to the heyday of vinyl. You know, remind people why it was so rad in the first place.
I've been listening to one band for 22 minutes at a time.
22, yeah, geez,
right,
times two.
That takes the attention span of a Nobel Peace Laureate, you know.
Nowadays, yes. So I noticed one thing that's different about this one. So, like, a lot of times, John does kind of extra, like, production work here and there, or adds horns or anything. You didn't do anything like that on this, right, John?
No, I did nothing. We just took it as it was. I can't remember, Jeremy, did you have, like, wave files of it, or did I just...
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some waves of it, yeah.
But I can't remember if you had multi-track or not. But
I did not. I don't have those.
I'm also one to, do fun stuff to it. But I also that's why we went with the original art to start with. Just so it could be that time capsule for people that probably saw it as a CD. But, like, you know what? It should have been a record. Here it is as a record.
Yeah.
And you're a time capsule. Otherwise, you know, I could George Lucas the hell out of it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes
what you did.
Sometimes it's not always necessary. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it's like I don't know. For my money, like, what you guys did on this is super good. It's a really cool record. Like, ska, reggae, soul, proper villain. Minds in Misery. That's the one with Vic on it, right? Is Minds in Misery? with him
he
singing?
Is not on that.
Which is the one with him singing? I'm forgetting.
He's on Ska Reggae Soul.
Oh, that's right. Duh.
He's on Move On.
Right.
And his buddy Pat Byrne did the Shalalas with me on Ska Reggae Soul.
That's so good. It's so good. And I love that because it's kind of like, when you're doing kind of, I don't know, that kind of like early reggae, rocksteady kind of vibe, to also kind of pull from the soul, like kind of Sam Cooke kind of era stuff too, I think is like a really good instinct because all that stuff from that era, like it all kind of works. And that rocksteady type stuff from back then that you guys are kind of drawing inspiration from is like, is very like R&B coded. It's just like kind of Jamaican soul, Jamaican R&B, like that's kind of like what it is. So, yeah, I mean, I really, I love this record. It's really, really good.
Yeah, we have a dub of it too. Like the entire thing is dubbed.
Really? Okay, I would like to hear that.
You can only get it on Bandcamp right now. Mm-hmm. We only pressed 100 CDs of that, and that was in 2010.
What's that? What's that called? How can people find that dub version?
It is called McPullish Dubs the Bandulus in the. Oh man, I can't remember.
That's okay.
I could grab the CD.
It's all good.
But
it's on your Bandcamp.
It's on McPullish's Bandcamp since he did all the dubbing, and so it's really cool because you don't hear ska dubbed that often, and he's an amazing artist himself.
That's
McPullish
cool. That's really cool.
If you ever do find the stems for it, I know a guy who's asking you questions that.
Yeah, I'll do some dubs. That sounds great.
Oh, nice.
Black market dub.
Yeah, I'd love to anytime. I'm always begging everyone on this show. Let me dub your stuff. Give me something to dub.
Nice. That's right up your wheelhouse.
Yep. That's awesome. So, how was once you put this out? Not necessarily this record, but once you put this material out, did you guys tour it? Did you guys play shows to like support the release initially?
Yeah, so the way the band kind of formed was the first 10, 12 shows I had a different lineup for every show.
Right. That's kind of the vibe I get because you have so many musicians on this.
Yeah.
You have tons of people all over this. It's awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't until 2009 we went back. I'm really good friends with the Amalgamated guys. I would fly out there and they would back me up for a few shows here and there for like the first 3 years of the band. It wasn't until 2009 I went out there. I took this band called the River City All-Stars to California because they wanted to go on a tour. And we were like almost done with this. I kind of just established my band for the first time in really 2 years with a lot of their members and then a couple people I knew from Austin. But yes, we did end up touring when that came out in July of 2010. We toured to East Coast up to, I'm in New York now. So we came up here and played with Chris Murray and Vic.
Nice. And
back then the Fourth Rights were going. So we did a bunch of shows with those guys and then King Django. We did some shows with him.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was just, very DIY, small ska band from Texas trying to do something.
Sure.
And in fact, we toured in 2 sedans.
Nice.
So it wasn't even like a bus situation. Wow. I had a newer car and my bass player had a newer car. We had a little Gretsch Catalina club drum set, so it was tiny enough.
Whoa. Yeah, those are little.
So we really had small gear, and it was just a 5-piece, and came up and did a little tour. But
wow,
all those tours back then were just not the best.
Yeah,
but it was fun.
That's awesome. What was response like when you guys would play this stuff?
Oh, people loved it. I mean, because we played to the right crowd.
Nice.
So yeah, the last couple of years we've been able to play with like more ska punk bands, and some of them just kind of I don't know a lot of we went on tour with the Interrupters, and so playing to their crowd was interesting because we play 6/8 soul,
right,
and in front of these guys who want heavy stuff, but then we'd play. We covered a Tim Time Bomb tune to kind of get there,
bridge the gap.
Yeah, exactly, to meet them in the middle.
Wow.
So, but yeah, no, it was a good response, and it felt nice because the Slackers always asked us to open for them. We did several tours with them right at the beginning of the band, and it was good.
Yeah, yeah. What was oops, sorry. What was with the change in the cover? How did that come about?
It's news to me. I just found out myself.
Oh.
Basically, it's sort of like we sold the albums that we sold to the people that had bought the CDs originally. So it was kind of like they bought the record because it looked like the CD that they had when they first got it.
Mm-hmm.
You think that it was Woodstock because it seemed like there were more people that bought the CD than actually were ever made of the CD. so unless
That's funny.
It's been bootlegging Jeremy, it's like, oh yeah, I had that one. I'm like, man, there's almost 500 of you. Wait a minute, is everybody?
Nice.
But yeah, for me it was I wanted to get something that looked even more timeless.
Yeah.
If you're looking here, you can see
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the front and the back have that kind of
speakers,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Now the front and the back have that real '60s kind of throwback vibe, which is really cool.
And also making the cover, I'm anal retentive, but making the cover color scheme match the record note for note.
Yeah.
It's kind of key.
Mm-hmm.
And not making a bunch of these, just making some for like vinyl nerds like me that would be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like the special edition.
And this one.
Yeah, it's like the special edition. Instead of a alternate color pressing, it's like an alternate album cover, which is cool. Yeah, jacket pressing. That's cool. That's kind of neat, actually. Surprised that doesn't happen more often, honestly. That's cool. That's very neat.
Yeah, I kind of want to do it with our record that came out in 2024 because I didn't really like the record cover, but the band kind of liked it, and I don't know if you ever heard, but whenever you put the band on a record cover, sometimes they quit or get fired.
It's like a curse, like you're cursing yourself.
Exactly. So the band doesn't look like that anymore,
right?
And, so I'd really like to do
refresh.
something similar, or even just slip like a piece, like a piece of paper in front of it or something, just to.
Yeah.
Get a magic marker. Every single one.
Yeah.
Mustaches on everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
I was thinking that.
That's funny. So yeah, what's this? So this came out 2010. It's crazy. That's 16 years ago now.
I was 2 weeks. I don't know what you're talking about.
So Bandulus have kept releasing music.
Yes.
Sounds like. What's the current status of Bandulus? You guys made a new record. You guys going out on the road again? You guys got plans? What's the deal?
Yeah, so we're on our 5th record. It's called The Stars Above. It's right here.
Oh, cool.
Excellent.
Should have been our 3rd record.
And that's not the one with the band on the cover, I see.
No, it's not. No.
That's a cool album cover. I really like that, actually.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking package there. That's cool.
Yeah, my keyboard player in Portland painted this. I actually have the painting on the wall here.
That's so cool.
And then we took a picture of the painting and blah blah blah. But so I have, again, like the back of that record cover, I have a slew of drummers I'm able to call. I got a bunch of keyboard players. The band's really just 3 people. It's me, Leah, and Mario. Mario's been with me since 2009, and Leah's been with me since 2011. We have, our Texas drummer, our Chicago drummer, we got our Portland drummer, we got a band in Belgium.
Oh wow! So you minimal crew goes out to Europe or something, and then you hook up with the Bandulus Europe or something.
Yes.
Is that kind of what happens?
That's exactly it.
That's really cool. That's a very clever workaround.
I always want to copy Jeremy's homework. I'm like, what did you do? How can you get on tour? How are you living? I want to do
Well, that is the struggle, is going on tour now. It's like really hard as a band. Like I know so many bands who are like my best friend is in a band called Man Man, and they're signed to Sub Pop, and like they're a band that's been around forever. And like when they tour like Japan or Europe, that's what they do. They do like a super minimal 3-piece version of this like 5-6 piece band, and it's like all of a sudden my friend who stateside only plays guitar now like triggers samples, triggers bass to a click, like plays keyboards. He's like covering all these roles because like they can't take everybody on tour, but they still want to have the show.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's a cool. I like that. I like just having a
franchise.
A franchise.
So I just
awesome.
got a Long Island band together. So we've been rehearsing the last few weeks. It's been going good. So I think we'll be able to start playing shit because I leave for Europe in April. So I think when I get back in May, we'll be able to start playing shows up here.
Awesome. And so who is the core Bandulus? Who are the core guys?
Again, it's me, Mario Salazar plays guitar, and our singer Leah.
That's awesome. That's great because if it's not a drummer or it's just not a rhythm section, it's like you go to Europe and you get your rhythm section that is tight and dope and play with each other, I would think, or something. That's really cool. That is very clever.
We also have now we've teamed up with the Reggae Workers of the World.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
So it's Vic Ruggiero.
Right, that's right.
Jesse from the Agrolites.
Yes.
And already our drummer from Belgium. It's Nico Leonard. It's they're them 3 as a band. Right. So we're going on tour with them. So Vic's going to be playing keys for us. And then it's like a big review style show where everybody gets their moment in the sun.
Right. So you guys do some slackers, some agrolites, some bandulus. You guys
we won't do any agrolites.
Okay.
We might do one slacker song. We
gotcha.
did.
But you do like a Vic, some Vic songs, some Jesse songs, some you songs. That's really cool.
And it's all from the Reggae Workers records.
Gotcha.
There's a new record coming out in April that we're touring, and they have 2 older ones.
Gotcha.
And
I got to hear a couple of them. I was actually so Dave Hilliard grew up here in San Diego. Like we're around the same age. He came by when he was down here, and I recorded him on a couple Reggae Workers of the World tunes on.
Nice.
I'm like, this is cool. All right, I get it.
Yeah, I'm like sitting here being like, no wonder I've heard. Of course, I've heard of Reggae Workers. It was Jesse and Vic. Like, of course, I've heard of them. That's cool. I've not heard any of their. I've not heard the records though. I need to hear them.
Man, you should check them out.
I'm sure I would love that. That's cool.
It's all classic. It sounds like the Slackers and the Agrolites had a baby.
Of course. Yeah, that's so cool. That's great. So got any immediate upcoming tours, like stuff you want to plug for Bandulus, or any of your own any other projects you got coming up?
That's the main thing.
Cool.
It's coming up in April. We have 19 shows across 8 countries.
That's rad.
And then I also have been singing with this band called the Full Watts.
Oh, cool.
They're here in Manhattan, Brooklyn based. We're playing with Sun Dub at the Crown Hill Theater in May 15th.
Cool.
But yeah, and it's got Gideon from Westbound Train is in it.
Nice.
Brett Tubin, who plays guitar, he's the one that produced this album.
Yeah.
Channel Tubes, yep. If you know Uzi Man, this is his band.
Cool.
And so what we do is all strictly rocksteady covers, reggae covers from, just celebrating the music that we all love.
Classic stuff.
And and now we have Hector Lewis. It's like 3 singers, me, Hector Lewis, Mike Saracen, who was in a band called the Pinstripes back in the day. And then also he's in a bunch of bands. He was in Say Shishi. And anyways, Hector Lewis was in that Bob Marley movie. Playing the drummer as
sick.
Bob Marley's drummer.
That's
so
cool.
The newest one. So
wow.
And then Eddie Ocampo is our drummer who, he was in the Stubborn All Stars. He was in the Insteps. He's
on all kinds of Escape Hatch stuff too.
Yeah, he's on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And Capechi is in it. Buford.
Buford.
Yep.
Buford O'Sullivan. is in
That's
it.
my family.
Yeah, huge Buford fan over here. I got Buford on my last release that I put out for the first time, and I was just like, dude, he like made the record. Like the record is literally cool because of what he did. Like it's so good. Man. Like he's amazing.
And so his band, the Roosters, his rhythm section is who I have playing with me out here.
Wow. Cool.
So just a bunch of reggae heads playing music.
Nice. Well, we should remind people to check this record out. This record is so sick. Ska Reggae Soul, Bandulus, Jeremy Peña, and a cavalcade of amazing musicians. I can't even go through all of them, honestly. A brand new, exclusive, new cover, While Supplies Last, featuring Vic Ruggiero from the Slackers on some songs. Where can people get this? Obviously, escapepatchrecords.com is the main place. Do you have any like on like your Bandcamp or anything like that?
I do. I have some on my Bandcamp, but I mostly save them for the merch table.
Live shows.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Which I'll probably have to get another box eventually.
There you go.
I'm almost out. I think I got like 7 left.
Nice. Hell yeah.
That's good to hear. We want to sell this stuff out for sure.
Yeah. That's awesome.
For sure.
So escapepatchrecords.com. Get the honestly a classic. One of my favorites that's come out on the label. Truly like just kind of a joy to listen to. Just beautiful, well performed, amazing songwriting, great performances, just like the kind of feel good ska and rocksteady kind of shit that you want to listen to, that like I think any fan of reggae will like really enjoy. Like I certainly did. I was like, I didn't know, I never know what to expect, like when you throw on a new record by a band you've never heard of, and I was just like, it's one of my favorites, especially like that lead ska reggae soul song, dude, is so good. And like Minds in Misery, I love Minds in Misery too. Like there's just Hold Me Tight is great.
Thanks.
Man,
my dad plays Rhodes on that one.
That's cool. That's really cool. So yeah, John, unless you got anything else, definitely.
That's pretty much it. Our goal is to like just make a short reel or a long form thing for just a few minutes for YouTube, and then reels to let people know that we're doing it.
Yeah. To help get the word out about this really cool record. So yeah, Jeremy, thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for doing the show with us, Conversational Liner Notes. This is our kind of long form, annoying internet podcast version of the back of the record. That's kind of our goal for this show. So Jeremy, it's really nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
And I love the tunes, and I hope to catch, I don't know if Bandulus or any of your projects coming out to LA or San Diego anytime, but I'd love to catch a show.
I need to get a LA band together.
There you go.
Because half my band is in Portland.
Like coming to San Diego, come to my house. We'll hang.
Right.
There you go.
Actually, I thought I'm like, I get to see Jeremy, and then like you'd move to the East Coast. So
that's right. You're going up there.
Leah, May 30th. for
Yeah.
solo record. Yeah.
She's out here right now. She was telling me about it.
Oh, that's wild. Man.
That's a cool spot you're going to be at.
Cool. Yeah. That's the hey, you ever need a DJ, quote unquote,
Yeah.
I'm glad to fill in spots between.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. We should talk about maybe me flying out there. We can play some shows. That'd be fun.
There you
Heck
go.
yeah.
Love it.
I know some songs you could be on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Drive. Like, I'm in love with that video. I love doing dub versions of it.
Yeah, man.
That I just got to come up with like $5,000.
Yeah.
Right.
That's always the trick.
I know, right?
But that record it's like 98%. I'm just waiting on the artwork to get done and then to have the money to press it.
Nice.
Right.
I already sent all the tunes across to Brian Wallace to make sure that they're all cohesive and mastered in order.
Oh, cool.
Because he's my dude. Basically, I just have him like tell me I did a crap job on a mix. Then I change the mix till he's happy with it.
Yeah.
That
Great
is
source.
the best resource, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wallace is a magician in so many ways and so many aspects.
Yep.
he's amazing. All right, guys. Well, this has been really fun. We will catch the Bandulus on tour, I'm sure. And if you can't, just get the record. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and certainly if you do have like a list of dates coming up, maybe we can throw those on a reel or something too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let people know.
It's kind of like,
all right.
Just like you were doing on the road, it's like you get with everybody who's a tiny little person in their tiny little scene across every single little city. And it's like, hey, we can be one of those names that throws you in there to say, this is coming, go to this. And if it gets 5 more people to show up, yeah.
Hey,
it's worth it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
All right, guys.
All right, y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this, Jeremy. It was nice to meet you, man.
Thank you.
And
nice to meet you. You guys have a good day.
Yeah. We will see you guys on the next episode of Conversational Liner Notes. This was fun. All right. Peace, guys.
When I get that feeling and it won't go away, I just want to hear it each and every day. 'Cause when you got that ska reggae and soul, honey darling, who could ever ask for more? It's out of control.